Okay, so today I'm making a trellis and I'm going to be using some of these branches from this tree that's just hanging over my fence from my neighbor's house. So I've got the awesome job of climbing up on this fence in order to reach some of those bad boys. So wish me luck. Okay, so I've got my 3 pieces of sticks, which are not the straightest. However, yeah, gonna have to make the most of them. I don't need a huge trellis, I just need something to connect my cucumber plant to the fence, which I'll show you in just a minute. So what I'm going to do now is make myself a little trellis, a little ladder if you will, where this can actually climb onto before I take it to the next step. So the basic idea is to make a ladder using these pieces of sticks. So I'm going to need one for the left and one for the right, and then I'm simply gonna get my cutter, garden scissors, and just chop these equal lengths, after which I'm just going to be making rungs as I go along. So hopefully I will have enough stick, and again this is just to allow me to get this cucumber from sagging over the raised bed. Rather, I want it to be climbing up on the fence so I can then anchor it on and hopefully get some nice cucumbers harvested from it. That's the plan anyway. So I didn't want to cut my bamboo canes because I had to pay for those. So I'm looking for a free, cost-effective alternative, which will come in the form of using some sticks. I mean, why not, right? If it's freely available anyway. So that's what my ladder is going to look like. I'm simply going to get some twine and just tie it. Not that you want to see me tie pieces of sticks together. That will take me a little while, and then once it's done I'll show you what it looks like. See you on the other side. So I'm literally tying the last one at the moment. Now it's not the prettiest work I've ever done, however I'm not going for aesthetics here guys. I'm just trying to get some functionality out of this little DIY project. So yeah, it's as simple as that, using some twine. My neighbour's dog's going crazy, so I'm literally here now just giving it its final touches. So all I do is just to wrap this piece of twine around nice and firm and tight, and that should hopefully keep it in place. Now I can go back over this if I like, if it's not strong enough, to make sure I reinforce it with some more twine, but for now that's all I need to do. Snip that off just like that. Got myself a little trellis ladder. Now I will tighten these up, and once it's in the ground it will feel a lot stronger, a lot sturdier. So even though it's quite wobbly at the moment, that's because it's got no support. It will be absolutely fine, and hopefully can get some cucumbers on this. So I'm just going to do a few more wrappings of the twine off camera, and then that will be done. Oh god. Is it recorded?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our cucumbers, which is actually starting to fruit already. We've got around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 6, 7 of them on there. But because we've got limited space, I'm trying to actually get this to run up the fence, and I'll then basically trail it on the fence. But in order to do that, I figured it'd be nice to make this little trellis, which we've now made, and I'm just going to put the cucumbers on it. If I can get it into position, that is. Okay. So it'll probably take a day or so for these little tentacles to start wrapping around the cucumber, well, wrapping around the trellis. But once it gets going, I'm hoping that I'll be able to just get the cucumber going that way and save us some space. Just going to trim that bit back. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this back so hopefully it can sit flush with the fence. And what I'll probably do is get a screw and actually attach this to it to stop it blowing over. I'll do that later. There's no point having those on there. And last but not least, I think I'll use a bit of twine to help this little guy on his way. Try and be as gentle as possible because it is quite windy sometimes out here, so don't want it to get blown down. Okay, so just to anchor it on there, and yeah, within a day or two hopefully that will start growing and give us some beautiful cucumbers. Okay, so now at least it won't be falling behind the raised bed, and in a week or so, I don't know, we might start harvesting some cucumbers. What do you think?
A week?
Maybe a week and a half or two.
Really?
Just look, they've already got some on there. You can at least get baby ones.
That's amazing.
And I'm hoping that this year they'll be sweet. Do you remember the ones we grew last year?
Bitter was an understatement. Oh, so that's the actual, I didn't realise.